NASA awards Axiom Space fourth private ISS mission. The mission is part of NASA's efforts to transition low Earth orbit from primarily a government-sponsored activity to one where NASA is one of many customers. NASA has signed an order with Axiom Space, a Houston-based company, for the fourth private astronaut mission to the International Space Station, ISS. The mission, dubbed AX-4, is scheduled to launch no earlier than August 2024 from NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida, as announced by the space agency in its press release published on Thursday. The AX-4 crew will consist of 4 private astronauts, who will be selected and trained by Axiom Space and approved by NASA and its international partners. The crew will spend up to 14 days in orbit, docking to the ISS and conducting various activities with the station crew and ground controllers. The mission is part of NASA's efforts to transition low Earth orbit from primarily a government-sponsored activity to one where NASA is one of many customers. NASA has been directed to develop commercial platforms to sustain a continuous United States presence in low Earth orbit and to transition beyond International Space Station operations. These private astronaut missions are helping to pave the way for that transition, said Phil McAllister, Director of Commercial Space at NASA headquarters in Washington. Axiom Space will obtain from NASA crew supplies, cargo delivery, storage, and in-orbit resources for daily use. The order also includes up to 7 contingency days aboard the ISS. NASA will also obtain from Axiom Space the return of scientific samples and other cargo, as well as the use of the private astronaut mission commander's time for NASA tasks. SpaceX as the launch provider. Axiom Space has contracted SpaceX as the launch provider for the mission. The private astronauts will fly on a SpaceX Dragon spacecraft, which will also carry cargo and experiments to and from the ISS. The private astronauts will train with NASA, international partners, and SpaceX for their flight, learning about the systems, procedures, and emergency preparedness for the Dragon spacecraft. NASA selected Axiom Space for the third and fourth private astronaut missions from proposals received in response to its September 2022 NASA research announcement. The agency evaluated the proposals based on the provider's ability to execute a successful mission, NASA's ability to support the mission, and the mission's contribution to NASA's goal of low Earth orbit commercialization. Thanks for watching.